this?
I can get their names. Give me a second. Racers in the race are Earl Weird, Gavaroni 1, Hell Knight 86, Mike Katz 45, Nukar, Spike Vegeta, What the Hell's Happened, and Zemo Games.
Good, interesting rollout, and some lovely tunic colors on screen. Let's see what Mitos House gives us. Just some money, a slingshot,
and a nice ice trap.
Oof. Slingshot early, though, is actually pretty nice.
Good, you could shoot your ice trap with your slingshot.
And the Kokiri sword chest holds for us. Just a blue thing.
Yes, chat, Nuke is giving us sound so far in this race.
And yes, Neo, we can already kill Goma Goma.
Well, we need one other thing. We need at least one Deku stick.
And a shield. You need a Deku shield.
Technically, you don't need a shield to get to Goma, but, you know, whatever. I mean, you need a shield for a couple of checks, but not to actually get to Goma. Yeah, Ricky, the tracker, there is a delay. It takes a couple minutes sometimes to get updated.
You do need a shield to get to Goma, because the 23 is 1. This is not shop sanity.
And yes, they are playing with the accessible settings, the same settings they use in the weeklies. And I may be mistaken, but it looks like all our runners are taking the same... Well, Mike might be taking the Castletown route, but it looks like our other 3 are taking the south route, unless I'm mistaken.
Yep, South Hyrule, and usually go South Hyrule into Castletown. To get the couple checks in Zelda, get a couple checks in Market, get the song from Zelda, and we go from there. Where start to typically do some divergence. And Fire Temple Pier just holds a piece of heart. And a Bloopy in this open grotto.
Which is good to know, because you don't need the Scarecrow song then.
At least not for Fire Temple.
At least not for Fire Temple, exactly. And you will be noticing SpeedGaming Bot is going to be posting several hyperlinks throughout this race here. They will tell you when the tournament is taking place and how to get involved if you want to volunteer for commentary or tracking. And apparently Nightbot is on too, so it's the battle of the bots here.
Nightbot will give you the SpeedGaming live comment information along with the trackers.
And do you suppose if Link drank a lot of coffee, he'd be a hyperlink? Alright, sorry. Yeah, joke alert.
Oh.
Anyway.
Into Gerudo Valley our runners go.
And there is an early bow. Very good find there.
Early bow's always nice. And an early real bow.
Yes, that's correct. It could have been an ice trap. Fortunately, it wasn't.
Ew. And Natsu was in our waterfall, but should see in just a moment. Goron City is a foolish choice, with a deck net capacity in the waterfall.
And in Goron City being foolish, that means we will not see Spinning Pot today. Thank God.
Get rid of Spinning Pot. I believe Spinning
Boulder
Pot,
Maze,
Boulder
Boulder
Maze,
Maze, Darunia's
Darunia's
Chip,
Joy. Both Hot Rod of Goron
both
and Link
rolling
to Goron.
Gorons. Yep, yep. You still have to get Link the Goron though if you want to open the door there as an adult though.
And Forest Temple's on the way of the hero. That's interesting.
That's usually good because a foolish forest is no fun.
Unless it's a foolish stone forest.
That's even less fun if it's all dungeons.
Okay.
And that looked like maybe just a rupee under the water there. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't see that
Either a
well.
rupee or a shield.
And Mike activating his Scarecrow song. Triforce Hunt is a different game, Neo. But that would actually be interesting in Zootr, I think.
Zootr actually does have a Triforce Hunt mode. It is a part of Dev Branch only right now, but it does have a Triforce Hunt mode.
Cool. See, you learn something new every day. So 5.0 is going to be coming out soon, and I imagine that will be included in 5.0.
5.0 should have Triforce Hunt, Cow Sanity, more hints. What?
5.0 just released this second? That's amazing.
Yes, it did. 5.0 just did release.
All right, good night, folks. I'm going to be going playing the 5.0 scene now.
Well, that works out quite nicely for this event.
But anyway, for the rest of the qualifiers, they are going to be sticking with 4.0. So just so everyone's aware of that.
That is quite nice time gaming. Did you happen to see who was on child fishing as we got distracted by the announcement of 5.0?
No, but Gavaroni should be showing us soon.
It was just a bundle of arrows, according to our tracker.
And that goes with our bow theme. Was that water's foolish?
And Water Temple's also a foolish choice. It's actually that's also a good temple to bear, but that does mean our boss key can be anywhere in that temple. An important item is almost always on chickens. If it's not on chickens, it's on Skull Mask. And Frogs 2 is dead, as it is only a piece of heart. When it is neither of those two, you bet on Dampe. Yes, Chicken, Skull Mask, and Dampe Digging are the three things that typically have an important item.
And our slingshot game just gave us a bomb bag, which leads
First
right
box.
into bomb shoe bowling, which Mike's not
That's
doing
quite nice.
right now.
Probably going to farm a couple more rupees
Oh, that's right. You need 60 rupees for that.
for both games. Nuke's
Yep,
heading out to get the skull on the Shoot the Sun location.
Oh, he got both in a single jump. Love it when that happens.
Do not have Boomerang. We do also need a hook shot for Smash to be. Also seeing some Lake Hylia hints. Seeing the water temple.
Mike likes to blow up stuff. And that is a silver scale. That one he's going to go for.
Yep.
Or I should say a progressive scale, because had the other scale been gotten first, this one would have been gold. Yep, exactly.
We see Hell Knight going for their bomb bag and Gavaroni buying sticks. Nuke's taking the owl back to Castletown. Dead Hand holds a small key.
And Melon holds a weird egg. No, never mind.
Gavroni getting their bomb bag. Yes. Dead Hand in the Well holds a small key. Kakariko Village along with Sacred Forest Meadow are both Way of the Hero.
And we might get a pedestal check on Mike's side in about a minute here, so please help us out, chat.
Yes, Kakariko, Sacred Forest Meadow, and Forest Temple are all Way of the Hero so far. Forgive me for that.
Richard had the usual bloopy.
Deck the Trees are Forest Medallion. Water Temple is our Fire Medallion. Fire Temple is our Water Medallion. Shadow Medallion is Spirit Temple. And our Spirit Medallion is our Forest Temple.
So that's a medallion and a Way of the Hero. That's pretty nice.
And then we also have there are no child dungeons. There are only two of our child dungeons are stones. Gerudo Training Grounds is our last Way of the Hero. That's actually really good because GTG is actually quite a number of checks. If I remember correctly, it's 22 checks including the 9 keys. Bodo Destiny holding our Kokiri sword. If you are a Spike Vegeta fan, I would like to see some SSJ Bodas in chat. And we saw that 50 Skulls is dead. And yes, we do have our butter knife already.
Alright, that is a pretty annoying low heart sound.
It's better than some of the other two we've heard.
Better than some of the others, you're right.
Like last night with Ruto yelling as the low health sound.
Or if you watch the first race VOD, you'll see I think it was Epona or something. It was either the first or the second.
There was also, again, with another race with Asder with the Wolfo scream. Yep.
Yeah, I've also heard Red Eds. That's probably the worst.
I don't ever want to hear another Red Ed. When that Red Ed is your... Nix is gonna get their silver scale. And Magic on Man on the Roof. The Strongest Thorns on Zelda. That's like a really good early song.
Yeah, there's our well access plus 2 other checks. So,
nice arrows.
Plus frogs. Yeah, plus frogs. So it's 3
Plus
other
frogs in the
checks.
ring, yes. And then nice arrows in the Kakariko back grotto.
Did you say nice or ice?
Both.
They're not that nice. I mean, unless you're
Link's
playing
logic is
Majora's
set
Mask.
to Chest and Wasteland. It
Not
is
that
set.
anyone needs it for Wasteland, but, you know.
Weep. Weep is not annoying. Full belt is in logic, yes. Once we get Zelda's Lullaby, we can full clear well, but
And adult shooting gallery, just a heart recovery. So not
the
very
teeniest
useful.
bit of love.
And Andrew, wow. Kakariko's very recovery tonight.
Wonder what our way of the hero is going to be.
Certainly not a recovery heart.
Or a piece of heart.
That's got to be Man on the Roof if it's magic.
True.
That's our way of the hero. Yep.
Though it does depend on where our other magic is.
It's still a way of the hero.
Can't tell what that is up there.
And our Bolero for the windmill.
Gavroni picking up their magic. Nuclear taking their medallions. And Hill Knight has gotten their scale. Which means we have double logical access to the Zora's domain. Gavroni's checking chickens. So let's see what Andrew's Chickens gives us. Maybe that'll be Way of the Hero as well. Maybe.
Well, if we only saw one way of the hero hint, there's only going to be one way of the hero item. Just something to think about. And it looks like if Mike can ever get in that grave, we will see Dampy's item. 2 items.
Just a bloopy on the crate. So, when you... So when you go into the grotto, it only resets the... It only resets the chickens that are not inside the pen. So that chicken up top, the chicken that normally sits in front of the pen, got a bug in the bottom. And I believe it is a vanilla feature for chickens. It's been quite a while since I've played vanilla, so not chickens tonight. So I definitely think.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what's the question about chickens.
If all the chickens reset when you go to a grotto.
I always thought it was just the last chicken that you used, but I could be wrong.
It's any chickens that are not in the pen reset. Magic for nukes.
Yep, Nuke's getting the way of the hero item for Cat.
And yes, only these 4 are being restreamed on SpeedGaming. The other 4 races are on their own streams. Ice arrows for nuclear reaction. But all 8 races are on their own stream. Gavroni doing Talon's chickens.
And there's a bomb bag upgrade from Dampy.
That's Quite nice.
So that's 2 early logical bomb bags. Both Sphere Zero checks. So that's pretty cool.
Light arrows on challenge chickens. That's a good find. Especially early find. Nuclear reaction picking up their bolero fire. And the simple ranchers just perhaps found them.
Serenoid from Melon.
The poor man's
Not the most
prelude.
useful song. Yeah. And I was so excited about that that my headset fell off. Sorry about that.
And Hell Knight finally picking up their magic as well. And they're about to get their nice arrows.
Do they instant kill? I assume you're referring to light arrows. There are certain enemies. Let's see. Trying to think. Stalfos, I believe. And I'm not sure about redheads or not, but at least Stalfos I know you can kill with 1 light arrow.
There's a Megasun hammer in the back of Lon Lon Ranch.
It certainly is.
Let's see if it's real.
It appears real enough to me.
And it is.
In the meantime, Hell Knight getting his bolero.
There is a bloopy in the graveyard crate. And that hammer is actually quite nice to have.
Especially since fire is required.
Yep. Let's hope. Just a heart container. From Link the Grind, giving us a lot of love. And we see Mike Cat's coming back to check this hint with Medigoron.
Just another forest temple way of the hero hint.
Yep. A little bit of love in the shield grave. And Gavaroni's back as a child, about to go into Decatry. So we'll see these hints around it.
And by the way, if anyone's interested, SpeedGaming has channels in other languages as well.
I unfortunately missed what that hint said.
I think at this point we're getting duplicate hints. Although we haven't seen the Ocarina hint yet, I don't think. And apparently, according to chat, I'm not quite awake, but that's not entirely true as I'm drinking coffee right now.
30 Skulls is dead. So these are 40 hints somewhere out there. Our Ocarina Time hint, our Big Goron hint. As are always hints, if I remember correctly. And the Kakarika's on the way of the hero, and just a bloopy in the first chest of Decatry. Just a bundle of arrows on the wall. Nuke's picking up their second bomb bag.
There's a bottle with a Poe. Over
A
in
big
Gavaroni's.
Poe, to be specific.
Well, that makes that quest a little easier. And there is only one of those that you have to turn in to get the item.
And we get Saria's Umbalera. And a hook shot. On Mike Cat's side, in the Bombo Grotto, in one of the Bombo Grottos in Sacred Forest Meadow. In Lost Woods. Wow. Mike Cat's doing Mito Skip. We now know this is in Logic. Yes, we do have hook shot already.
Now here's the Wolfall's Grotto.
Yeah.
So this is technically Sacred Forest Meadow, so it could be our way of the hero.
So far, not looking like anything's really much in Decatry.
And that's not our way of the hero.
So it's more than likely one of the songs. Is that a second? No. Yeah. That's a second big Poe in a bottle. Correct?
I don't think so. Or maybe you're right. Wow. Okay.
Beanstalk in the desert is dead.
So 2 big Poes and 2 bottles. I think it's pointing us toward that trading quest.
Possibly.
Or the big Poe quest. Yeah. We do not have Rudos yet, unless one of the other runners got it.
Nocturnal Shadow is on Minuet.
And there's your way of the hero. And it looks like Mike's going right into Forest. Smart
Can almost
play.
feel clear. This doesn't have a strength to finish it out.
I mean, there's still about 5 or 6 checks before you need strength.
Minuet had Nocturne.
A Goron Tunic.
That's always nice.
Well, it makes full Vajja easier. That's
and we see Gavroni going to Goma Goma. The original OG. And a clean 1 cycle.
So chat's asking, yes, songs can be way of the hero. Since Shadow was required, that was our way of the hero in this case. But Saria's check song certainly could be something useful.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like too much was in Decatry except those 2 big Poes in a bottle, but...
At least it's something. In the meantime, Hell Knight is in the Dongos.
Mike Katz, who is bottom right, found the Goron Tunic. Preludes and... Did we get a hint for a Prelude and Nice, Kevin?
Possibly. Might have just been on Hell's screen. Because there is a hint there in the Dongos.
Okay. So we don't need the song out of Ice Cavern.
And a big rupee for Gavroni.
Which we don't need because he has a full wallet as Goma Goma gave him also a gold rupee.
Well.
And there's double magic, so that magic might not be way of the hero.
I don't know. So far, we've had a magic and a Goron tunic. So
What else have we found in Kakariko? Is there something else we're missing in Kakariko? Skulls. Never mind. Something could be on 10 or 20 skulls. Since our second magic in Burning Cack. So there's still 3 items. There's two items in one song that could be Way of the Hero in Kakariko, since both magics were accessible and neither locked the other. That's interesting. Slingshot target just giving us a bundle of arrows. Yes, Gavaroni finished Decadry. Nuclear reaction picking up her Song of Storms. Actually, there's still 3 items in Kakariko that can be Way of the Hero, because 4 is supposed to
let's see. Din's Fire. That's got to be our Way of the Hero.
That's definitely very nice to have. And a lovely Kokiri green for the Goron tunic on my cat's side. It'll be Spirit Temple. It'll be Dodongo's Cavern, Spirit Temple, and Jabba Jabba's Belly for the stones. Nuke's heading into the boulder to get her butter knife. And Gavaroni checking this boulder, which I believe will have. I believe this is where the hookshot was. Nope, just a bomb refill. Means the other boulder has the hookshot.
Yep. And Wolfos Grotto, we know is nothing.
So it seems we are hammerlocked right away in Fire Temple. Nick's coming to get her light arrows. Oh.
Meantime, Mike is heading into Shadow.
Check a couple checks here. Doesn't have hovers, so can't complete it.
Unless we've got vanilla hovers.
That would definitely be interesting. Nuke's having a bit of trouble. Spirit. Din's is possible only to be Way of the Hero only for Shadow. Spirit is our Shadow Medallion, yes. Nuclear getting. Yes, you do. Nuclear reaction getting her Serenade of Water. Or is this the Spirit Medallion? I I believe that was a boomerang on Queen Dodongo. And that grants us the Kokiri Emerald.
And Mike is valid now. Getting that 1 rupee.
In that singular. That also means they are locked out of Shadow Temple for the moment until they get hovers. Hell Knight going to grab their Saria song.
And Nuker is going to get her hammer. She's like, yeah, I want that.
You see a save quit from Mike. Hell Knight, who also has the Kokiri Emerald.
I don't think anyone got the boomerang yet.
So yes. Spirit is our Shadow Medallion. Our Shadow Temple is our Gohan Ruby. There we go. A second tracker would be very helpful. Nig's coming to grab her Deku shield so she can head into Deku herself. It is one tracker for all 4 runners.
Yeah,
at the moment.
So there's a link there that the bot just posted, the 3312 Ru. If you go to that Discord, we can help you get set up and tracking if you want.
Got everybody picking up their silver scale. Where's our... And Gavroni heading to start the Skull Mask quest.
Nuker double checking the 30 skull hint there. Just want to make sure.
She more than likely read it a little too fast. That sometimes happens.
Site not configured. I don't understand the question.
Hell Knight heading to grab their light arrows from Talon's chickens, and Gavroni picking up their Nocturne of Shadow from the minuet spot, and deciding also to dip into Forest Temple.
I mean, why not? It makes sense to dip forest while you're there anyway.
Nick's picking up her first big po in a bottle. And definitely not. Nukes did get her hammered. Mike has picked up his Song of Storms. Meanwhile, Hell Knight is picking up his Serenade of Water. Especially since it gives you a second magic. It's kind kind of nice.
Nuke has the hammer.
Hell Knight come to pick up his hammer. I did not know you could check that from atop the crate.
Yeah, Afterlife. If you join the Discord, Maid Walk can help get you set up in tracking.
It's actually Mad Ewok.
Okay, I stand corrected.
It's myself and Shadow actually realized that another night. There is Nick's second Pona bottle. And thank you for joining our singular tracker and helping out. And Neo is correct. Once Gavroni goes back child and goes back and goes into Lamont. And goes, actually no, once they go into Kakariko and get Bolero, they can actually full clear fire. There's windows, isn't there? Big Goron is dead as it only crafts a bundle of 5 arrows. A tunic can be Way of the Hero along with a wallet, because we are playing on fewer tunic requirements.
However, in this case, Ardyn's Fire was the Way of the Hero in Forest. Way of the Hero means one or more items in that location. So technically, they all could be Way of the Hero.
It makes it really nice when you find more than one item. But it is guaranteed
Correct.
one.
Yes. And usually, in most cases, if you get something major for a required dungeon, like a Din's Fire or something, or magic, yeah.
And Nook's going into her Goma Goma fight. Meanwhile, Mike Katz is joining her in Decadry. Nook's taking advantage of the fact that she has a slingshot and using that to stun Goma, and getting her own clean one cycle. Meanwhile, Hell Knight continues to go through Decadry, and Mike Cass is about to head in. Picking up that gold rupee, which gets her forest medallion, which gets a free song.
Surprised Gavaroni didn't turn in one of those posts.
Nick's gonna take advantage of the fact that she has her own little ball of bugs.
Gavaroni getting Kakuri's sword. Sorry, I beat you to it.
And they buy a knife.
And Trigger is officially no longer allowed to make jokes. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Gavaroni turning in that one of their big pose, just to get it. Just to get it. I believe it was just a Deku Nut. I'm not sure if it was the Deku Nut or the Deku Nut upgrade. And Nuke's heart noise has been actually quite tame compared to the last two races. Nuke is going to check Skull Kid. Which gives us a Deku Stick upgrade. Deku Stick upgrade. And Nuke's taking advantage. Oh, Nuke's taking an accidental death. Being too close to the skull. But she's taking advantage of the fact that she has a bottle of bugs to grab skulls.
Nuke almost unable to pick up that bug again.
Gavaroni doing their Dompe racing.
And Hell Knight is going to take out Goma.
Another Goma soon to be killed.
And Mike showing us a nice exhibition of a ground jump there. Easiest way to do a B1 skip.
Just a bone layers on the scrub down here.
Two, 3, 1. How did you know that?
It's almost like we're given a hint.
I know that because I've played this game 1,000 times. Yeah.
And Mike Cat's going into their own Goma fight. Nuke's clearing out some more Skullwoods checks with the target in the woods in the Ocarina memory game. Neo, we don't chew guns. We chew gum, but not guns. Getting a bomb upgrade. Gavaroni getting their Bolero fire, so we'll more than likely see him go into Fire Temple and full clear it out.
I don't know. People that chew on guns kind of trigger me. Sorry.
picking up her hook shot. Meanwhile, Gavroni goes into adult shooting gallery. Hell Knight grabbing this scrub. Nuclear reaction. I can't say I'm a fan of all these puns in chat. Just a bomb of grade on this scrub. And Mike's getting their deck is stick upgrade. Oh. I believe my cast is taking advantage.
More bugs in a bottle for Gavaroni.
I believe we've seen those bugs in a bottle, actually.
Oh, we've seen them, but
Now he's
Gavaroni
finally
hasn't.
got it. Gavroni, you're just short. Gavroni doing something not a few runners would approve of in buying a shield soon enough, wants to get a singular rupee.
He has a Poe in a bottle. Sell it to the merchant up there.
And we see opponents is on Saria's song with nuclear reaction. With GTG Way of the Hero. That could be nice. That could be also really useful.
Yep, that's
Actually,
our access to that.
Another Gorilla training grounds on the Way of the Hero here. Hell Knight picking up their hook shot. Gavroni picking up their Saria song. Hell Knight taking after nukes and using their bugs in a bottle to...
So, chat, everyone that likes guns, there is a SMZ3. That's about probably the closest you're going to get to having guns in a Zelda game.
Link's crossbow training's a little closer. But yes, you're right. Super Metroid's A Link to the Past crossover randomizer. Z3 is A Link to the Past, so to shorten it down, S and Z3.
And Mike getting his opponent's song.
Nyx is here in Goron City, which we know is Baron. Which I think she just remembered as Baron. I'm going to take advantage of that scale to use this shortcut in Lost Woods to get to Zora's domain. I do not believe there is no OOT mod that starts you with everything, and I believe that was a Zora tunic up here.
It was either that or it was a Hylian shield. Couldn't really tell.
Looks too much of a solid blue. Confirming that we saw a Zora tunic up there.
Could still be an ice trap, technically.
It could still be an ice trap. So it's either a Zora tunic or it's an ice trap.
And in the meantime, Gavaroni is giving us a Song of Storms check here.
Meanwhile, Hell Knight's gonna go get their opponent's song. Nick's coming to get her chicken. Cause she... Gavaroni does have the Goron tunic, yes. Piece of heart in his bamboo wall. And let's see what Frogs in the Rain gives us. Just a recovery heart. And I don't believe Mike has been up to Sacred Forest Meadow as a child. I mean, wait, to get Starry song. I don't think he's been in the crater yet then. Gavaroni's here in the Donga's Cavern. Meanwhile, Nukes is heading up the ladder. And our open grotto gives us a wallet. That's actually kind of nice. Another hint that Dead Hand in the Well gives us a small key. My cat's picking up their adult wallet. Minuet of Forest is on Prelude of Light. Quite nice, quite nice. Don't believe we saw much of anything else in the Donga's Cavern other than a boomerang. Heart containing a piece of heart.
Yeah, heart containers are useful.
Right, we get a little close. I was like,
so they're playing with the accessible rule set. That basically means no glitches.
no major glitches.
Yeah, there are certain things like Mido skip that's allowed.
Some tricks are allowed.
Flame storage is allowed. Ground jumps are allowed.
The full list of tricks that are allowed are actually on the Ocarina of Time randomizer. This is their website, which allows you to generate seats from there. Nick's playing Serenade. Meanwhile, Hell Knights and Forest Temple and Gavaroni is clearing out Dodonga's Cavern. And yes, 5.0 was actually released right a little after this race started. But you're currently playing on 4.0, which was the version right before 5. 5.0 introduces a lot of new features, which you can all completely find in the Discord, and I believe in the changelog somewhere. We see Dompe digging, who with oh dear, my cats wanted to do some Dompe digging, but is unfortunately that singular rupee short. Thankfully, those grass patches right outside do provide some rupees. A Goron bracelet. So we have our strength upgrade now to actually full clear forest. So, speaking of Ocarina of Time randomizer races that you can win money, that is actually what these qualifiers are for. And between October 24th to October 27th, there is a live event called SpeedGaming Live, in which you can actually come down to Herndon, Virginia, and participate and hope to win part of our $3,000 cash pool prize.
There will also be ALTTP tournaments and Mario Maker tournaments, as well as a bunch of smaller tournaments.
Smaller side tournaments and a live marathon as well. You can find more information at these lovely links that are within this command.
My cat's about to start the mask trading quest.
Noose getting her minuet.
Hell Knight getting double magic.
Gavaroni has set his adult scarecrow, so he's going to take advantage of it and head into adult fishing. Nick's going to get rid of those big posing bottles. That she's holding on to. I don't believe anything interesting on adult fishing. Just a bloopy. Let's see what Top of the Lab will give us. Making sure to take care of Toucan Sam first, though. Hell Knight picking up his Din's Fire. Oh. Our other tracker is Afterlife 121. The tracking list should be updated soon, hopefully. This was made before you had so graciously joined us in tracking. Nuke's doing her adult archery. Meanwhile, Gavroni's called Epona and I believe is going out towards GTG. And Mike Katz is doing chickens. Hell Knight. Nuke's
And
buying
Hell
a
Knight
shield.
is having problems with the stealth foes here.
Yeah. Can't take another hit from them. And Nuke's heading towards Bolero Fire. Heading towards Fire Temple as well.
And Nuke has our hammer, so we might see a few more checks here.
Nuke's going to go reset her timer real quick. Meanwhile, Hell Knight's playing Serenade of Water and Gavroni's picked up a piece of heart.
I know at least 2 of our runners got dids. Whoever went into forest got it.
I believe that'll only be Hell Knight and Mike Katz as they both also have double magic.
Gavaroni might have it if he's got Goron Tunic, though. They got Goron Tunic.
You're right
know
on.
that was fire. I mean, that was in forest, and we know that Dins was in forest. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they pull up an inventory screen, you'll see.
And double check. Yes, Gavroni also does have. And there's our gold scale. Oh boy.
And if you're interested in helping the commentator track on future races, Nightbot is letting you know how you can sign up for it.
I believe we have 4 more Ocarina Time races to go. 4 more of these Ocarina Time qualifier races to go until the event in October. Link's blowing up Link the Goron. Hey Matt, can we get that updated so Afterlife is also one of our trackers? Yeah. Thank you. Gavroni freeing the carpenter to grab their greater membership card, and Nuke's buying a Goron tunic.
And Nuke's gonna be upset when she finally goes into forest.
She did find a wallet, so she probably won't be too upset.
Well, have 2 Goron tunics in case one gets dirty. Could always change it out.
Just a bloopy up on top of the crater, it seems.
Nope, still not updated.
That's strange.
Well, it would be twitch.tv/afterlife121, wouldn't it be?
Gavroni picking up Nehru's love from atop the fortress.
So there you go. Just type in twitch.tv/ the name of the tracker.
Seems to not be updating with a stranger. Gavroni checking horseback archery since we have opponents in a bow.
Makes sense.
And Mike Katz is going to be able to full clear forest since he's the only one with a Goron bracelet.
And Hell Knight just making sure he knows what time it is.
Some nice clean archery from Gavaroni, getting a 1570 on the 1000 check, which gives us our second wallet, but Gavaroni's first. Nick's probably going to take advantage of the fact that she can full clear fire herself. I believe that said 40 skulls is just a gold rupee. So 30, 40, and 50 are all dead. $1,500 horseback archery just giving us $20. And Gavroni heading into our Way the Hero ZTG. I believe there are very few checks they cannot do as we don't have so long a time. Iron boots and no silvers. Oh, well, there's our first strength. There's a strength here in GTG, which is quite nice. So once Mike Katz comes out this direction, that'll be their silvers, which will give them almost. Mike found his strength on Dompe digging. So we now know where 2 of our 3 strengths are. And Nick's filling up her wallet with this Goron. She did get a refund. And Big Goron is in our boss key chest. Quite a nice find. so far, I don't think we've seen anything else here. No, wait, it's so dense. Okay, nothing else. So far, nothing else in GTG, but we are. Gavroni and the rest of the runners found light arrows on Talon's chickens this time around.
Well, Ferora's wind is in GTG. That's
That's
something.
always quite nice. Now the keys abound. Seems to be lots of keys across our racers.
Yeah, and on Gavaroni's side, we have some fire keys. Keys. Aha. Anyway.
Just a piece of heart in the fire temple boss key chest.
Mike is going deeper into forest, and Hell is in fire as well.
And there's our boss key in Forest Temple. So Hell Knight's joining Nukes and traversing through Fire Temple. And now that I think about it, Gaffaroni chose to do the intended method for that chest. It's quite interesting. Gaffaroni starting through our maze. And just 20 rupees out here on the ledge. And a Hylian shield here in GTG. I've already chose to save scum those keys he used in the maze, and he's going to go back and try the other side now. Meanwhile, we see Mike Cats on the green pone. Ooh. And Hell Knight missing that jump just barely. The long shots out here in GCG. Let go, Rupee. Believes to complete the maze. It's not uncommon, as GTG is normally a high-density check area.
Yep, there are a lot of checks. However, when it's foolish, one might say it's a long shot. Anyway, moving on. Looks like Gavaroni is about to go into the wasteland. There is a check here. And making their way over to Spirit, most likely.
Don't believe we've seen our boss key yet for Fire Temple.
We know it's not on Pierre. We saw a hint for that.
Which we are very much thankful for, that we saw a hint that Pierre was not a small key, nor was it our boss key. He just holds a piece of heart today. Got a Nick. Let's see what's in Haunted Wasteland today.
Well, there's a Skulltula there.
There's always a skull there.
I know that. And a piece of heart.
Our temple's very rarely nice to anybody. My cat's going into their Phantom Ganon fight. Where is our boss key?
What have we got left? We got one Goron, Compass Chest, and Hammer Chest, basically.
Yep. So deep fire typically consists of, I believe, highest Goron and Megason. Megason, Hammer, and Pierre. Believe also with, and a clean Phantom Ganon fight from Mike Cat. So that'll earn him his spirit. Bomb juice. Bomb juice are always nice. Yes, earning his spirit medallion. Trigger continuing with the puns. And Gavaroni has made his way across the desert to check out the Requiem check, along with this hint out here. Pike, don't encourage the puns.
Yeah, those puns are really starting to trigger me. Sorry.
Requiem is vanilla.
That kind of makes sense, actually, with what we've seen in this seed, though.
And there's our Fire Temple boss key. Love you too, Neo. Gavaroni's heading into our barren water temple. And then I think about it. And Gavaroni's doing this also with a gold scale. We haven't seen our iron boots yet.
That is correct. We have not.
I can't tell if that's a pun, Neo.
Why would anyone want to jump into fire? Wouldn't that hurt? Anyway.
20 skulls just had a bloopy. So question logically, as long as we don't have to raise or lower the water level in Water Temple, ZL can be on Burning Cat, correct?
Alright, so let's see.
Don't like that.
We still need fire medallion, we still need water.
Water is our fire medallion this time around. That's what I'm saying, as long as the water level doesn't have to move. We're seeing Tech Grotto. And there's our mirror shield here in Fire Temple on our Megaton. I believe it's our Megaton hammer test, correct? There's our boss.
What happened? Yeah, what happened with the hammer?
Yes, mirror was on Megaton hammer chest.
Oh, yeah.
Nyx's health is a little low. But luckily she doesn't have to worry about the timer, so. And there are 2 lovely fairies you can easily get in here.
Meantime, Mike is getting his gold scale.
And this skull. You see Gavroni has joined them in the Fire Temple. Because dumb puns. I'm giggling maniacally because of dumb puns. It's also not maniacally. You haven't heard my giggle maniacally. My maniacally giggling. Good me.
Well, a lot of these dump puns are garbage, you know. Anyway, moving on.
Mr. Scrub Ninja Tuna. Noose going into her Fire Goma fight.
Did you say Fire Goma?
Yes.
Okay.
Nukes. It's actually something Nukes came up with, as she couldn't remember most of the boss's names, so she renamed them to various Gomas. That's why Queen Goma is Goma Goma.
Alright, I get it.
Lavagie is Fire Goma. Phantom Game is...
We have Bongo Goma, right?
Bongoma.
Bongoma. Okay. Twin Goma?
Sexy Goma, actually, is Twin Roba. Is Ringo Goma? Okay, Bongo is Ringo Goma.
Actually, that's pretty good.
Thank you, Nia. I wasn't sure on that one, actually.
Although
see,
Ringo
Mike
was a
Cat's
horrible
going
drummer.
into GTG, and he's gonna get his silvers.
We're gonna have to start putting a pun ban on chat here.
Capitalization, Neo.
My co-commentator can't commentate because she's laughing too much.
And you start looking at chat. That's what happened. That's what it is. Gen's fire was in Forest Temple. That that goes. That is Fire Goma. Down. With just a small key. Bat. Bad Farah. Bad Farah! I knew where that was going. And that gives Nyx her water medallion. So where does she go now? Honestly, I would personally go out to DTG or go in the forest. Going into forest, I believe Ness a strength upgrade. No. Yes. Going to forest grants us our dins, double magic. Does it also grant us a strength upgrade? Downpaid, thank you.
So Mike here about to get 4 new checks we haven't seen yet.
Let's see.
Key. Key.
So that puts us at
Nut.
I believe that puts toilet as a key. Oh, wait. Does that make toilet a key?
Not necessarily. There could be keys in the maze. I don't remember.
We know there's one key. We know there's one key in the maze.
Have we seen right side yet?
Yes.
I mean, we don't have Song of Time, so.
I believe we saw right side maze. I believe that's actually where one of our keys was. Where? Because the ledge where you normally would need Song of Time at just 20 rupees. My cat's picking up their 4s win. And Hell Knight's heading into Shadow Temple themselves.
Also without hovers.
Wonder where our hovers are.
Well, maybe? We haven't seen well yet. And we've had access to the well since about 20 minutes into the seed. Here.
Can't exactly blame people for not really wanting to go into well because no ZL.
That's true, but it's just 4 checks that you're missing.
If I'm correct, we got a hint that Prelude's an ice cavern. ZL is more than likely on Burning Kakariko. We're missing Burning Cack, Composer Grave, Ocarina of Time. We know ZL can't be on Ocarina.
Can't be, and it can't be on Composer Grave.
And it can't be on Composer Grave. Which means ZL is definitely Burning Cack. Nick's going back child, perhaps to check the well.
Well.
Okay, thank you for confirming toilet's an item. That's what I was trying to log. I'm like, where is? I was like, a toilet again?
Toilets not our irons, because
Well,
irons
it
are
cannot
logically
be
required. Exactly.
But diving in the lab can be our irons.
It certainly can be, and I've seen it, even in one of the races in this qualifier I saw it. So, certainly can happen.
Also, thanks, Apple, for subscribing to SpeedGaming for 12 months with your Twitch Prime. So that means, don't like the idea that the only one who might have enough would be Gavaroni. But I believe it's just us, because Gavaroni is the only one who hasn't actually been back into Simple Time to get his minuet.
So if ZL is on Burning Cack, that would mean that Song of Time is on Ocarina.
Well, no, Song of Time could be in Composer's Grave.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
Gavaroni dipped water, and I don't think he went further. The other lift upgrade that we have seen is on Dompe Digging. There's still a third out there missing. And then water's barren. Yes, Water Temple and Goron City are barren. I don't believe Gavaroni found their irons. So that might be the only reason why he has not finished. He did not full clear Water Temple when he was in there. Hmm. 10 skulls was just a red rupee, and 20 skulls was a blue bee.
Mike getting his long shot.
Depending on where he doesn't need ZL. We've figured that one out. Skulls are all dead. Yes. And we know he doesn't need ZL for Central.
And apparently our Ice Arrow's chest is an ice trap.
I would say no futon. Only as a just in case. 30, 40, and 50 are all dead. Gavaroni about to head into their fire goma. Nuke's about to get her first strength. Which he? Gavaroni? I do not believe he did. That is in the Mega Sun Hammer chest, so that is pretty far up. I did not get to see what was in Tektite Grotto, unfortunately. But Tektite...
There was a Tektite in Tektite Grotto.
And we've also somehow missed double defense.
So I believe Mike checked Tektite at one point, but I don't remember if anything was acquired from it.
He didn't have the means to get it.
Right,
When
he
he
might have
looked at
just
Tektite, he wasn't able to get
just
it. And Nukes is going
peeked at
into
it.
bottom of the well finally.
Okay.
Oh, there's our Ice Cavern has Prelude of Light. Ah, okay. Thank you. Double defense was on the GTG Torch Slug room. So we know our hovers more than likely are not in GTG.
I think we've seen everything in GGG except for toilet between
Yep.
all our runners. So.
And none of our runners can get into toilet with no irons or
It is possible to do it with gold scale, it's just extremely difficult.
with no and no Song of Time either though.
You need Song of Time,
Oh,
obviously.
there are hovers in the well.
I did say well would be a good choice.
So we've logic that we don't need irons for Water Temple.
And
because we don't
there's
need to
our
move.
irons. Also unwell. Well is full of boots today.
Us viewers are in no mode. Yes.
We might
And
change the
there's
name
our
from... I was going to say we'll change the name from bottom of the well to bottom of the well. Anyway.
So yes, us viewers are in no mode. We know where silvers are at. Silvers are in GTD. Both irons and hovers are here in the well. We do not need all dungeons. ZL is not required, except for Spirit Temple.
And on a side note, it looks like Afterlife finally got on our runners here. I mean our trackers. So, runners, trackers, what's the difference?
So Zealous is going to be one of those things that's nice if we need it. Fourth way here was the tunic. Thank you, Futon, because I was we were sitting here trying to figure out, because we knew magic couldn't have been it. Because
Forest Way of the Hero was Dims.
Oh, right, there is...
Not tunic.
No, wait. Shadow's not a medallion. Shadow's not a medallion in the seed, so it could be. So it would be for the tunic.
Arash, ZL is also required for a chest as well at the beginning.
Mirror's shield is in the Megaton hammer chest in fire. You can get that as a child, though. It's not completely required for Spirit. It's nice for Spirit, but it's not required for Spirit. But yes, us viewers are in no mode. No. We weren't saying mirror. We were saying dens is not required. Nice. Not required. You can get that check as a child, actually. With Deck-a-Stick.
Hey, yeah, good luck running around there with a Deck-a-Stick.
Since Requiem is vanilla. That is in logic. Getting compass chests as a child is in logic. Do we have to do child side is the better question. Nope. Unless boss key is on child side, we might not have to see child spirit.
Adult side could also be key locked. If there's like 2 small keys on child side, for example. Okay, so because Din's was in Forest, and Forest is way of the hero, and Shadow is a... Wait, is Shadow a medallion?
Shadow's a stone.
No, it's a stone, you're right. So Din's is technically not required. You're right.
It is not our way of the hero. It's like I said, it's a nice item, but it is not required.
You're right. Okay.
It makes... And... Don't have to see child side, unless boss key's there.
Well, I'm glad we got that sorted out.
It was... Since both keys were on adults. So we definitely need Mirror Shield. Yes, my cats, you do not have... you do not have ZL yet. You need to finish Water Temple. So once everyone so actually, Nukes is the only one who does not have to grab their second scale, and Compass just turns out to be an ice trap. Nukes heading out to Forest. Gavroni picking up their boss key. Nukes picking up Nocturne.
I was gonna say, at least Mike is getting into the spirit of things. But anyway.
I just realized something, actually. That means Epona's is way of the hero in Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yeah, that's correct. There's only Wolfos Grotto and the songs. Yeah, not Nocturne, because Shadow's not required.
Because Epona gets us out to DTG, which gets us a long shot, and a progressive strength.
Nocturne is nice to have. It's probably one of the better warp songs.
Yes. To cross the bridge that carpenters fix once they're saved, you can... that's what you use Epona's for. And thank you... Forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong. Shadowdy for rating us with a party of 10. This is really interesting. This scene is definitely really interesting now that I'm thinking of it, because you get some really good way of the heroes, but you don't think about them being You don't think about that.
And it seems like Hell Knight doesn't know how to use a hook shot.
Bring you down. Here you go, Hell Knight.
Actually, sometimes the aiming can get a little bit wonky.
Oh, this. Gavaroni had now gonna deal with Meg the Poe, bringing her out from the center to make it a little easier. Nuke's heading through forest. I wouldn't be shocked at this point if Shadow also had a strength. Have a good night. And not there. GTG. Forest. Sacred Forest Meadow. I forgot what our fourth one was.
GTG, Sacred Forest, Kakariko, and
Forest
Temple. Yep.
That's what I got, because Secret Forest Meadow threw me off. Okay. And with this getting Nocturne quite early, and you getting Storms early and Nocturne on Sacred Forest and on Minuet, that could lead to a Trolley Way the Hero. Shadow. Trolley Way the Hero stole Shadow, to be specific. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All nukes need. Nuke's taking advantage of a fairy she had. And this is Master Link commentating with me. See? Yes, Nukes does identify as a she. If you hear me say they, it's because it's automatic. Rooney. Heading into their I believe it's Phantom Goma fight. Nuke's getting dense. Ooh. Well, Nukes knows that Shadow is a stone, and it wasn't hinted that it was Way of the Hero. She also knows that GTG's Way of the Hero, so she's probably trying to clear out the last couple her medallion dungeons that she can before going out there.
Nuke bought a tunic, Futon.
Yeah, Nuke's bought her Goron tunic. Because she hadn't been in the forest yet when to get the free one. And not always, because Nocturne was also. I believe if you have brought the tunic, you get a blue plate. Oh, you're right. But she might know it is a tunic because she got a bloopy there, and she knows shields don't change into bloopies anymore. We'll have to see, though. As I said, she does know that GTG is on the way to here, so that could be her next check. Well, we can always ask. Song of Storms was actually on Impa. We learned that from Impa in the castle. Epona's and Nocturne were in Sacred Forest Meadow. And Gavroni just got validated.
And he pretty handily took out Dead Hand.
Just a piece of heart up on top of the lab. And meanwhile, Mike Cat is doing diving in the lab. And Hell Knight's crossing the wasteland. Not sure in which direction, though. Is he going from GTG to Spirit?
There's our big Goron item from the diving game. We know it's not needed.
Longshot is in GTG, and actually Song of the Storms does technically kind of lead you into... Song of Storms was an early bomb bag. We also found a strength in there, Neo. So... second strength, or first strength, depending if you went Forest Temple or not, or if you went Dumpy Digging or not. Did we get a bottom of the well? GTD, Sacred Forest Meadow, Forest Temple.
Yeah. Forest, GTG, Meadow.
It was bottom of the well. I think it was bottom of the well.
No, it wasn't.
No, was it? No. We had this conversation just 5 minutes ago.
It was Kakariko.
Kakariko. Which we got.
Yeah. Magic.
That doesn't.
Did we get anything else from Kak? Or just
No,
Magic?
Kak would have our ZL as our way of the hero. Yes.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah. And Well counts as somewhere else. Well counts as his own location.
Correct. Now, just because Well had both our boots
Kak
doesn't necessarily have to be way over here.
Oh, and then...
Kak had magic, but it will also have our ZL on Burning Kak, so...
The reason why I was confused about Kak's magic being way of the hero because of Forest Temple magic. We'll have to wait till someone clears water.
Nuke getting her big Goron sword.
I'm not sure, Neo. Luckily, Nukes is the only one who doesn't have to go back in the fire. And Hell Knight too, thank you. They're using 4.0, and actually near the very beginning of this race, 5.0 released. Mirror Shield was in the Megaton Hammer chest in Fire Temple. No one else except for Nukes has been down into bottom of the well. So yes,
Mirror
irons are
Shield.
required. Okay.
Mirror Shield was in Megaton Hammer chest. In Fire. Deep Fire.
It is a trick we can allow, though, with 4.0. But it is now officially in logic with 5.0 to do Water Temple with gold scale only. It's a trick allowed to do to get to Morpho with gold scale. This is the last set of races, Neo, as we won't change to 5.0 until the event. Yes, Futon. Oh, Gavroni's here in Spirit Temple as a child. That is a good question, Futon.
Yeah, can you take a guess?
I was thinking strength.
Technically, we don't need gold gauntlets, do we?
Well, no, I was saying if you didn't go out, if you didn't get the strength from Dompe digging.
How many people don't check Dompe digging?
True, but considering our last race is at the last qualifier for this tournament is the end of August, we actually have almost 2 months to practice 5.0 logic. So yes, there is enough time to practice logic in 5.0 before the event. I believe no. Lens is in shadow. Yes, we are in no mode. Nukes will be in go mode once she goes out to GTG. Lens is either in the well or it's in shadow.
Let's see, what have we got left? We got lens and fire arrows, basically. And
Lens is considered required as it is set to Wasteland in chess minigame, and you needed Lens to clear to cross the Wasteland. Oh, Boomerang. Oh, where was Boomerang? Boomerang was on King Dongo, thank you. I was like, da, da, da.
And how did that boomerang get on King Dodongo?
God only knows. Queen. That is Queen Goma, actually.
Yes, Goma is a she.
No, for King Dodongo, we make the joke is Queen Dodongo. And Linsless Wasteland is not. You can, but it's not in logic. No one has Riddle's letter either. Not liking that.
There has to be a Queen Dodongo somewhere if there's little baby Dodongos all over the place.
Gamaroni's heading into the well. So he's gonna get both his boots.
And Nuke finishing off Meg. Any minute now.
Gav still hasn't gone back to get his mirror shield. Ooh. So depending on depending if Gavaroni continues through to get both boots. My cat's taking advantage of the fact he set for his wind. Nope. I have to agree with you. Yes, Mike Katz did just warp back into spirit. And the ghost and the pose and forest temple are actually named after little women. So it is oh, I wish I could remember their names. I just remember Meg. Because Meg's the purple bow. Amy, Jo, Meg, and Beth. Thank you. My cat's going back in the fire temple. Gavroni getting his hover boots.
Hell Knight getting the big Goron sword.
And Gavroni getting his iron boots. Seems going to continue on in bottom of the well. Oh. That's Phantom getting. With the Goron City music.
Yeah, boss music is randomized as well.
No, it was just like I heard the opponent song, but I didn't hear. I heard his horse neigh, but I didn't hear what the music was. And then when I finally picked it up, I was like, "Oh, that's Goron City."
All right, got it.
Yeah, considering. Yeah, considering that if you went bottom of the well early, it got you. This actually was a play a lot earlier that you should have made, that a lot of our runners could have made. And depending on what we depending on what the other four in this race did, they could have gotten a lot of items a lot earlier. Nick's having a little trouble with Phantom Goma. Gav got his iron boost before leaving well, yes. And Nukes goes by she. Nuclear reaction goes by she, her pronouns, by the way. Just a deck of stick on Phantom Ganon. I believe we see my cats. I would not be surprised if there's someone out there with that username of Nuclear Sheep. Oh no. Oh, God. I was concerned when Nukes was about to go into the Shadow Temple.
Whatever that thing is called.
I don't know what I was about to call it, by the way. I believe she's going to check her 20 skulls. Okay.
Mike setting FW. It's a pretty good idea.
I hope Gav does not go into Shadow Temple. Believe Nix is gonna finally head out to GTG, which we know is Way of the Hero. Meanwhile, Hell Knight continues. Spike Vegeta is running, actually, in this qualifier. Yeah. Oh. That's an interesting noise for a opponent. There's the.
In the meantime, Gavaroni's going to be the first to finish off Morphala here.
Water Goma.
We've got to stop doing that. That can confuse people that aren't familiar with the game.
If you're watching and not familiar.
Well, you could watch to get familiar.
True. I've also been saying it right after. Kind of good people. Nick's crossing the bridge. I'm gonna check the hammer rocks just in case. Oh, no. Love you, Mia. Pretty sure Zelda's actually the one who teaches you the songs.
Well, technically, Zelda, Malon, Impa, Sheik. There's a lot of women that teach you songs in this game.
Actually, Zelda does not teach you a song. Impa teaches you a song.
That's pretty much a good point, actually. Although Zelda does teach you a song when you pick up the Ocarina.
Oh, you're right.
Technically.
Technically. Teaches you in a weird memory thing.
That's correct.
I've still never understood that. Technically, to keep the 7 socks.
See, look what you started here.
It's almost 21 years old. Oh, it's turning 21 this year. I would be happy to, Wolfman. And I actually will be right back as we continue to see similar checks, and Gavron gets his yell from Burning Caprico. But I will be right back, guys.
And it looks like Gavaroni is going deeper in shadow. In the meantime, chat seems to think that everybody is Zelda. And Mike picking up their mirror shield, finally. So Gavaroni is the only one that hasn't gotten mirror shield yet.
I do apologize. I'm back. My cat's finally grabbing their mirror shield, and Gavaroni's back in Shadow Temple.
I believe I just said all that.
Sorry. I did say I would be right back.
It's okay. You weren't here.
Yes, that is go mode. Once Nyx... yes, actually, you're right. Once Nyx gets long shot and crosses the wasteland, my cat, I believe, goes by he, him. But you will hear me say they, as I'm unfortunately not sure myself. But once Nukes gets her long shot, she'll go clear water temple. Once Nukes gets her long shot, she'll hopefully cross the wasteland to get her Requiem of Spirit. Mike has not finished Water Temple yet. And Mirror Shield is in the Megaton Hammer chest in Fire Temple.
Yes, we know that ZL is on Burning Cack, and you need 3 medallions, Forest, Fire, and Water, to get that.
Everyone who races is going to qualify and get their seating set.
Right, each runner is going to do at least 5 races, and the middle 3 times are what's going to count towards their qualification rank.
Oh, Gavaroni might be in here looking for a second strength and possibly his Mirror Shield. Because he doesn't realize he missed the Mirror Shield in Fire Temple and that his strength is on Dompe Digging.
Alright, so the top 3 finishers in the qualifiers, that is the top 3 that have the best average times, are going to get their airfare and hotel stay funded by SG. And basically, it also determine their place in the brackets. So
we do know Toilet's dead, as once Nukes gets her long shot here in DTG, that will and we are not sure what's on Ocarina of Time. I don't think we ever saw that. So but we do know it's either Sunsong or it's Vanilla. Mike Cat's here in the Dongos. Meanwhile, Hell Knight's doing Child Spirit. Hell Knight does not have ZL, which might be locking their boss key.
Hell Knight can't have ZL until water is done.
Oh, boss key's in Child? Oh. So we do know, so boss key's actually in Child Spirit, so.
And Hell Knight is showing us how to do flame storage.
And the second magic, if you got the one in Forest, yeah, nothing really changes though. Yeah, no, you're right. Next, picking up her for is when? Actually, now that I think about it, once Nukes crosses the wasteland to get Vanilla Requiem, where is our lens?
Could be in Jabu. Theoretically.
Lens could be behind ZL, yeah. In Jabu, or it's in one of our 4 checks in Bomb of the Well that we left.
And for that matter, where's Rudo's letter?
Once again, that could be left in the 4 checks we left in Bomb of the Well, or somewhere here in Shadow.
Exactly.
Oh, please. Oh, God. Nia brings up a good point. Please let me have Gav find Rudo's letter in here. Ah, there's our double defense. Did Nix pick up her long shot? Nix did not pick up her long shot yet. Long shot's in the maze, is it?
It's in the maze. Yep.
Yes. Okay.
One might say it's amazing. Anyway.
I had to. Yes. Gav took the stone shadow bait.
Unfortunately, not paying off.
Well, we knew it wasn't going to pay off as once we found once we found everything else,
Yeah, I mean, it's not required for the seed as we know, but you know.
It sucks that you can get baited and hardened here.
It was Gavis looking for 2 items. So, I mean, to Gav's credit, there are a lot of checks in Shadow, so it's not a terrible play.
Very true. Especially considering, well, no, Shadow's actually not the best play he had. He could have gone back in the fire. And there's Nuke's long shot, putting Nukes into. Once Nukes goes across the wasteland, that'll put her into go mode. Nukes does have to still cross the wasteland, everyone. She does not have Requiem yet to get the Child Side Spirit.
Well, of course, if we follow seed logic, since lens is required for wasteland in the settings, she would not be in go mode.
Logically, but
Logically.
we stopped hearing about logic a while back. Only thing we actually cared about was key logic. Because key logic is more important.
And apparently there are fire arrows. So,
we don't know where Lens.
Dins was required to get the shadow, so, yeah.
We actually don't know where our Lens is. Lens could be in Composer Grave. Lens could be in Bottom of the Well behind ZL. Lens could be on I don't believe so.
I mean, you still evolve Jabu and Ice. I mean, there's quite a bit left. Plus the fairy. And,
all the fairies, yes.
And Zora's Fountain. Yep, fairies.
Skull Mask.
I'm not sure if anyone checked Song of Storms in Kokiri Forest yet.
That'd be a absolutely dumb space to put it, but if no one's checked it, that would make sense. Oh, I'd expect you to cross the wasteland. But I'm pretty sure someone checked that.
Alright. If someone checked it, then it was nothing.
I'm actually thinking if Gavroni does not find it here on Bongo, just a bloopy on Bongo, our lens.
It can't be in Spirit because of the game
Because of
logic.
lens logic.
Exactly. We're running out of checks. I'm just trying to think of what we missed.
Oh no. Mike left after getting hovers. Mike, no. I believe. No, lens can be on Bongo.
Did we see the top of...
Dodongos?
No. Yes. But did we must have, but did we see the top of the crater? Yeah.
Top of the crater was a bloopy.
It was? Okay.
You mean on the volcano, right?
Yeah, inside the volcano.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
That's
yeah.
a bloopy.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of fairies we didn't see.
Like, it's all the fairies. Lens logic only for these settings is only the chess minigame in Wasteland. So you do not need lens to access Shadow or Bottom of the Well.
No, but logically you would need it to access Spirit. Logically. Since Requiem is at Spirit.
Yes, it's vanilla.
So it has to be somewhere outside of Spirit.
Ponus was on Sarius, which gives you access to GTG. It wasn't in the Dongos. As weird as this sounds, maybe it's somewhere in water?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
It's not on Skulls.
No, they went early boss in water, and they certainly didn't full clear it.
So Skull Kid. Oh yes, water is foolish.
What Skull Mask
foolish?
too.
So is it Skull Mask, or it's fairies?
Right, or somewhere in water.
Water was barren, so it couldn't be water.
All right.
Because of how lens logic is set up right now. Where? It's not in CAC. CAC got full cleared. So it must be ZL locked in bottom of it's ZL locked in bottom of the well.
Unless it's in Sunsong Grave.
Oh, it could be Sunsong Grave. It can be Z.
Depending on where Sunsong is located.
Gavroni got Sunsong?
Nah, nobody got Sun, did they?
No. We're talking about the Sun Song grave, the grave you have to play Sun Song in,
Correct.
not Composer grave.
Yeah, Composer Grave had Nocturne. So,
Composer grave had Song of Time.
oh, yeah. Never mind. Song of Time.
That means Sun Song is on OOT.
Or Ice. Unless we
No,
saw a hint about that.
Preludes and Ice Cap.
Okay, yeah.
We got a hint about that one.
So then, if it's on OOT and
Sun
Lens is in
Song's
Sun Song Grave, then where is Rudo's letter?
Lens, I'm excited. It's Jabu Jabu, Skull Kid,
And
or Fairy.
now Nuke is officially in Go mode.
But I'm thinking it's a fairy
Yeah.
or Skull Kid. And GTG, the Sunken Silver Chest was not. Sunken Silver Room was not checked. And we know Song of Time is not vanilla. Song of Time is on Composer Grave. As Gavroni has that.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the spoiler log after the race is over.
Gavroni is now starting to check fairies. And no, Skull Mask was not checked.
Skull Mask was not checked. I believe one of our runners started it. Might have been Mike.
I believe a couple of our runners started it. Gavroni is actually on Skull Mask, but he hasn't actually done it yet.
And it looks like we're going to get a fairy check now with Gavroni. I don't know if anyone's checked Desert Fairy yet.
I believe we proved that. Do we need? Ricky, do we need ZL for boss key? Or no? Okay. That's what I was at.
Well,
So
there's
we
our
might
other
be-
strength. Gavroni just got the other strength, so.
It was on
Yes, it was. It's not that funny.
No, it's really. So that means we know we're goats. So okay. So strength. It's not a Hyrule Castle fairy. That I believe that was a desert fairy.
That was the Desert Fairy. And so far, it's the only fairy that's been checked, I think.
Hyrule Castle fairy got checked as well.
By Gavroni? He's the
Yeah.
only one that has ZL right now.
So yeah, he checked Hyrule Castle fairy, and then went out to the desert to check that fairy. So Lens could be on Crater Fairy, Summit Fairy,
Yeah, or even
Skull Mask.
Gold Gauntlets Fairy. Because we know where all three strengths are, technically.
We do know, bro. No, can be in Gold Gauntlet's Fairy. Lens can't be on Gold Gauntlet's Fairy.
Where was the where are the three strengths again? One was in GTG, one was in
Dompe Digging, Desert
Dompe
Fairy.
Digging, and one is in Desert Fairy. Oh yeah,
You need to cross the desert.
You need to cross the desert, and Lens is required. You're right. God, logic makes my brain hurt.
That's what was like. That's what I'm like sitting here like, okay, two fairies. Ancient is not Castle Fairy. Castle Fairy is Ancient is Desert Fairy. Yes. It's the very outside of Spirit Temple. And several tournaments have been going on. So a tournament for beta quests on ZSR just finished. The multi-word tournament is going on as well, is now actually going on ZSR. The SG Live tourney, which is the one you're watching now, SG Live tourney qualifiers is going on right now for the live event in October. So quite a number of tourneys. And if you wish to find out more about SG Live, you can check. Ooh, excuse me. The lovely command that was just posted by SpeedGaming bot. And there's Hell Knight picking up their silvers from Dombe. Hovers are nice but not necessary. Nu's gonna clear as much as she can at Spirit Temple. Hovers are nice but not necessary. And Hell Knight should have lights. Hell Knight should have lights.
Did he not go to Lon Lon?
He should have lights. Hell Knight has hammer, and he has Bolero.
Yeah, he probably should have them.
Wait, Hell Knight forgot to check.
Well, when we see his inventory open at some point. There's only one type of chickens you should ever skip, and that's the Angel's chickens. As he also has Minuet of Forest. Yes. Ava's just missing his mirror shield, which we know where it is. I am unsure what Mike Katz is doing. I think Mike dipped out after Hovers. Nick's gonna play Serenade to head back.
Yeah, it kind of does need you. But Nick's gonna head back to Lake Hylia. Let's go into Water Temple. We'll clear that out. Meanwhile, Hell Knight's gonna join her in Water Temple. Let's see. Having hovers makes it nice, but they are not necessary.
Yeah, he does have the light arrows. We just saw it on his screen. ZL as the Water Temple music. At least it was.
I believe ZL is actually her bat is actually
The enemy music?
yes.
Okay. And Nuke picking up her boss key and
Gonna go
warping
straight
out.
to Morpha. Gavroni did not get mirror. He did not actually go up to Megason Hammer Chest and Fire. And yes, we did get boss key that early.
Which is why Lens could still be somewhere in water. Because they
No,
skipped
like
a lot of checks.
remember, water's barren.
Baron. Yeah, okay.
Nick's picking up a fairy just in case.
You know, it's late. I can't think anymore.
And now there's two. Yes, this is the nicest barren water I have seen. But without Ziel, it makes sense why this boss key is actually quite early. Ziel is on Burning Kakariko. And Morpha being Morpha. Nick's clearing off Morpha. Hell Knight is also cleared off Morpha. Both. Song of Time is on Composer Grave. We should have really nice finishes back to back. As I'm unsure. Excuse me. Has Hell Knight done any of Adult Spirit?
Good question. Whether Hell Knight just went and picked up Requiem or actually did anything.
We'll find out soon enough.
Nope, the block was never pushed.
So he just came,
None of,
got the song, and went immediately into Child Spirit.
evidently.
Because I do remember him being on Child side. So once
So
Nukes goes back Child,
right, we know Hell Knight has the boss key already.
yes.
So
Yes. So while Hell Knight has the boss key, he'll be able to completely go through Adult Spirit in one trip. Nukes has to go back Child and get her boss key before going to face off against Twin Rover. As we see Mike has actually heading into the Naburu Neko fight, which will lead into Mike Cat's having a little trouble with Twin Rover already. Boomerang was on King Dodongo. Cavroni's doing Silver Sunken Rupees.
well, there's our lens.
Oh.
We wanted to know that.
Oh. Huh.
GTG was loaded today.
That's some weird logic.
Now where does Gavaroni go? The question is he going to go back to fire and get his mirror shield, or
We're hoping
go
he
chess
does.
game, or who knows at this point. Might be baited in the chess game with that lens.
No.
Looks like that's where he's going.
Cavroni, please.
In the meantime, Mike finally finishing off Twin Rova. And Hell Knight not that far behind.
Nuke's clearing out the last couple bits of her adult side chats. As Mike Katz has finished off Spirit Temple, and I believe that is. Oh, they have to finish water. So once Hell Knight finishes off Twin Rover, this will be the last of their medallions. Nuke's being not too far after them. Once she goes child side.
And Gavaroni is going to sit here and wait for nighttime, unfortunately.
believe
Yes,
Mike
they
might be going.
can get boss key with gold skill, right?
Yes,
So,
but I believe Mike is going to go back child and probably go back into the well. Hopefully, probably not.
yeah, you can get through desert without the lens. You just have to follow
Irons can't
certain
be skipped
lines.
this seed. Logically not, but irons and lens can be skipped this seed. Beautiful things, but you can get to that chest with gold scale. Gold scale long shot.
Right, and that's
It's
Hell
not
Knight's
compass chest.
last medallion there. So Hell Knight can go into Ganon's castle now.
Nuke's going back child. Hopefully get her boss key. Can I get your boss key? Let me ear. You can get that chest with gold scale. You don't need irons. Irons are not are needed logically to get up to that. But you can get to that chest with the gold scale.
Alistair, if Mike was kicking himself, that would hurt if he's using iron boots.
Oh no, Gavarini's doing chess minigame.
That's where I thought he was headed when he was sitting there until night.
Meanwhile, Hell Knight is going into Ganon's castle. Cactus. Okay. Mirror Shield is in the Megaton Hammer chest. Gavaroni is doing the logical thing. And now Mike's going back adult. Funny enough, I believe Noose was the first to find her mirror shield up there. Nix, you have nuts.
She was. She was also the first to get the hammer, too.
Yep. Oh. I was confused on what Nix was doing, then I realized she was just out of animal. Oh. You must be ahead of me. Rito's letter was on. Is it on Skull Mask? It's a validation check. Rudo's letters and validation chest. Long shot.
Well, that's kind of pointless.
Well, it just makes sure it doesn't bait you into it.
Exactly. I mean, you're skipping all of Jabu and all of Ice.
Oh, he's about to get his gold.
That's a big time saver. Alright, Gav, it's time to go to fire.
Or he's gonna check.
See if he hears me.
He's probably gonna check Gaining Castle Fairy.
I hope not. He's going back into well? Wait, why?
Back into. Well? He does have ZL.
Ah. Okay, I get it.
He's gonna check those ZL checks.
The 4 checks, yep.
No, Gavroni did not have ZL prior to coming into to well. And a nice clean 1 cycle on Ganondorf for Hell Knight. And Morphous finish for Mike Katz, which will give him his last medallion. Moves hitting the switch. Nuke's getting her boss key. And Nuke's is officially now in go mode.
Well, technically she was in go mode, not having the boss key, but...
She's in true go mode because she has her boss key.
Oh, I thought it was just either go mode or not go mode. I didn't know there were different levels of go mode.
Way the Hero in Forest was a Goron tunic, if I remember correctly, which you needed to. Goron tunic in Forest which will lead you into Fire Temple. Fire Temple, pretty much past the first level, you need Goron tunic. And which, if you went into Deep Fire, specifically to the Mega Sun Hammer chest, you got your Mirror Shield, which allows you to finish out Spear. Hell Knight having a bit of trouble with the pig after getting his Master Sword back. The wallets were on horseback archery 15, I believe 1,000, and something else, because Nukes didn't get her wallet from horseback archery. Tunic was Way the Hero. You got the tunic first. If you went into Forest, because Forest is way in the Way the Hero as well. If you went into Forest first, you would have got the tunic, which was Way the Hero in Forest. Epona's is sacred. No. Yes, but you wouldn't have gone out to GTG because you got hookshot early. if you did 3 song route, yes, that is how it works. They didn't have opponents when most of them went into forest. They didn't have opponents. They didn't do 3 song route.
Get your GGs in chat for Hell Knight.
GG Hell Knight.
Hell Knight finishing with an official SRL time of 3:05.56, finishing first among our restreamers and second overall.
Hello, everyone.
Oh. Hi, Hell Knight.
Hi, Hell Knight.
Oh my god, what a seat. Too bad you didn't have me and what you didn't have what the hell happened on me. Did you see the times? You just sniped me by 50 seconds at the end.
Yeah, I see the times.
Oh my.
But I have to say, this is quite a nice time for you. But
Yeah.
don't forget to stop your official timer on the stream.
Yeah. Oh, I never stopped my timer. Okay, so yeah, my official time was
3:05.56 was your official time.
So, how'd you feel about that mirror shield?
I was happy because I know at least one winner in this that does not like going deep fire, and most people don't go. It was a mistake going deep fire, but it paid off.
Like, you had to go deep fire to get your mirror shield, because it's one of those weird things. It's like most people won't do.
Yeah, but you couldn't know. So I don't know if did everyone full clear fire on their first one there?
Gavroni, only one of our runners did not full clear fire, as they are currently searching for their mirror shield.
Yeah.
Still.
They will take a long time to go back there. Well, the good thing is, I found out that at the last minute that Zoa's fountain is locked off until you're in go mode.
Surprisingly, of our restream runners, only one actually got it on their first trip through.
Okay.
Because they went and actually just full clear fire when they first went in.
Yeah. Yes, okay, so the logic of this here. Okay, so I saw in the restream that Lens of Truth was in toilet. So you needed to have ZL. So because I went Kakariko and I normally write down when I have Way of the Hero hint what I find in there. So I remembered finding magic. Problem is, second magic was not locked behind first magic. It means the magic cannot be Way of the Hero. So then I was like completely baffled. Did I just forget to write down that I found something in Kakariko? So I even did like chickens at the end before going to bottom of the well. And then and then while I was in bottom of the well, I finally realized, oh, burning Kakariko is ZL check, is Kakariko's check. That's why ZL will probably be Way of the Hero.
So actually in this seed, it's a little weird. Magic was Way of the Hero.
How?
Despite because you actually don't need ZL for anything.
And I'll just interrupt for a second. Mike finishing off with an official SRL time of 3:10.01 in third place, and Spike finished in fourth place. So.
No, ZL was required for Song of Time in Composer
Graph. Oh yes, it was for Lens Logic.
Lens of Truth to
Lens
logically
Logic.
be able to read skill.
I forgot about Lens Logic.
Yeah.
So yeah, ZL was needed to get Song of Time to go to toilet, because GTG was Way of the Hero for Lens Logic.
I don't remember what
simply
was
for Lens Logic.
Yeah, So I don't remember what was the way of the hero in Forest Temple.
It was the Goron tunic.
I'm not sure about that because I believe the wallet in.
Dens wasn't required. Sorry, I'm answering chat.
Where did you find Epona?
Eponus is on Sarius.
Yeah, so.
That was your way the hero for Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yes. So you could reach the wallet in Gerudo Fortress, so the Goron tunic cannot be way of the hero.
Actually, it was. Goron tunic actually was way the hero in Forest because everything else, you can do the sunblock room as a child because you can get the silver rupees to turn on the torch. It is illogic.
I don't believe that the Goron tunic can be way of the hero because you could reach the wallet in Gerudo Fortress without having the tunic before, so it cannot be.
I know Nuke's got a wallet, but I can't remember from where. Everyone checking Ganon Castle Fairy. Go Fire Temple. Just go back in a Fire Temple.
Yep. Yeah. Wallet was Zora's Fountain. Zora's Fountain is not reachable until you get the Erudo's ladder.
Right, and thank God it was the last thing you see, so you skip all that.
Yeah, wallet in Zora's. Nuke's got her wallet in Zora's River because she ended up buying her Goron tunic. She actually didn't go in the forest until quite late.
I was so sad that I had to have my mic muted at that point because it would have been such a great clip of me cracking up getting that Erudo's ladder at the end.
Yeah, and it's okay. So Dins is required by key logic wise, and only by key logic. I hate key logic for spirit. It gets confusing.
Because when you get to certain checks as adult, it turns it available.
You can lock yourself out.
Key logic
and
has
it's only for key logic.
Key logic has to make sure that you can both reach the check as adult and as child, because depending on where you get the key.
There was one small key on child side, correct? And the boss key. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, and the small key, yes. Otherwise, I could not have done a fall.
Joining us in chat now is Mike. GG, Mike.
GG, Mike.
Yeah, thanks.
So what did you think of that seed, Mike?
Well, it was pretty good, like until the last part. The last part was plain out confusing, to say the least. I thought I didn't really know what to think. Like, I thought for a second I had forgotten something, that either like a check or that I got an item in some way of the hero location. But turns out I was discussing the seed with what the hell just now, and yeah, he explained that it was probably Lens of Truth causing all the trouble, and Spirit Temple keys too was confusing.
Lens logic and the Spirit Temple key logic. Spirit Temple key logic. Is Cavaroni finally gonna get his mirror shield?
Yeah, it's really funky because it doesn't, like in this case. I thought, well, if there's not a key in that chest that you have to light the torches, like in front of the statue, well, then it's not it. But then I just got explained that it actually
key logic.
It's like Spirit Temple as a whole, more than just a check.
So, key logic for Spirit makes Dens required, but only because of key logic does it make Dens required.
Yeah.
Spirit key logic.
I mean, the alternative would be that you would be required to have way more keys.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that way the logic can assume that you can unlock the check both as adult and as child.
Yeah.
That's the whole. For those I don't understand what it does. That's basically the thought behind that.
Yeah. Also, how do you feel about the well?
Yeah, I should not have pulled
was
it
really
water.
bad.
Yeah, so I did. So it was unlikely because that burning cat had CL, before I did water temple. So I was like betting on getting ZL from Spirit Temple, from Requiem. So I was very confused. Okay, so when I got Requiem and then because I did every other check and I was like, oh, ZL has to be on Burning Keg. That means only 3 checks are in logic. Okay, I can do one of them with
Yes!
my scale. Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So I could, so I went in there and hoped to get it, because then I would not be requiring my iron boots. So yeah, where was the other strength, by the way? I never went up with her, so I assume
The
It
third
was on
strand.
Desert Ferry.
Yeah.
that's that fair. Okay.
It's a Colossus fairy.
Okay, yeah. Well, I never got the L.
Yeah, we
need
started
it.
trying to figure out, like, okay, where is the third string? And turns out it's just, and then Gavroni finds it after he got ZL and is like searching for his mirror shield, and it's just like, but it was like, oh, so there's our third strength. You really weren't getting that anytime soon.
I was really happy because I never got Samsung, so I was like in Kakariko, and I said, so oh, it's almost almost night, so let's just port to Lake Hylia, wait 2 seconds, port back to Burning Keg, to Graveyard and get Damper. Then Damper pulls out my silver, and I'm fuck, I'm in go mode. Sorry for that. Historical accuracy.
Yes, this scene was definitely really interesting for everybody mostly because of key logic.
Yeah, I was really happy to get I was not so happy to get the hover boots in
The well.
in bottom, but then I got like the iron boots, and I was like, okay, I just need my silvers. So, and then I'm aware lance is required in this seed. So, Shadow Temple with Din's Fire and hover boots, and Din's Fire possibly be required to be. And I still didn't find my Ruto's ladder. I had no idea what my Ruto's ladder is. So I still had in mind that I could could go to Shadow Temple, have my CL required, which is Way of the Hero. So behind Dodongo, I get a Ruto's ladder, and then I have to decide, do I do a Jabu Jabu first or Ice Cavern?
And to slightly interrupt you, GG to nuclear reaction. Congrats on finishing a seed.
Nuke
She's
finished
joining.
with an official time of 3:19.12 in 5th place. GG.
That a nuke?
And Nuke is joining us in chat now.
Hello.
Nuke. GG.
Hi, Nukes.
Hey!
Hey, Nukes,
GG, girl.
congratulations.
Woo! I'm like popping
This
off
seed.
so hard.
This seed.
I played knowing that like I was gonna have to take some risks. And that fucking fire temple.
You did really well with that Fire Temple play of going up to Megasun Tamer chest because you were the first to get your mirror shield on the restream.
I was wondering if anyone else did early like deep fire like I did, or if that was just me.
It was just you and language nukes.
Sorry.
Apparently, this is officially an adult stream now. Apparently.
I think a lot of people actually got tripped up by the mirror because it's in deep fire. No one wants to go deep fire, especially when you don't get a hint saying Fire Temple's way of the hero, but you do get a hint saying Pierre's a piece of heart.
Yes. As I was getting deeper in fire though, I was like, there is one more item in here. Might not be anything, but if it is something, then I have a huge advantage that I would need for this race. And it paid off.
Yeah. The only thing I believe that really tripped you up was the fact that you went back to finish water to get your ZL.
Mm-hmm.
And then it not really being like it's necessary for key logic and nothing else.
Yeah,
Dims and ZL were only logically required for key logic.
I was tripped up by there was the CAC way of the hero and the forest way of the hero. And CAC gave if you got Bolero for the song, so I knew that wasn't it. We got magic, but then I got magic and the forest temple and Dins. So I'm still sitting here trying to figure out what exactly that whole logic was. And there was ZL and CAC as well.
I believe for Kakariko Way the Hero, it'll be ZL for key logic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because you need ZL to get for key and lens logic to be specific, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You need ZL to get to Composer's Grave. Composer's Grave had Song of Time. Song of Time led you to the toilet, which gave you lens.
Oh, that fills in a lot of blinks there.
Yep.
Oh wow.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That is 4.0 going off with a bang, because if you didn't get the news...
This is 4.0 going off with a bang.
Oh god.
Because zootr warned us, if you didn't get the news, 5.0 has been released while we were running this seed.
Because I was wondering where, because I was like, okay, obviously Lensless Wasteland, and Requiem was on Requiem. So I was wondering where the lens was and all of that.
Yeah, it was on toilet, which logic that we were like, okay, we know toilet has to be an item because the last key was in the maze.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, okay, what's on? So we're like, okay, what's in the toilet? We're like, nobody's really going to go to the toilet because Song of Time can only be two places: Vanilla and Composer's Grave. Spike did finish. He finished in 4th, if I'm correct.
Yes, Spike finished 4th.
Mm-hmm. He finished right before me because I really wanted to beat him, and then I saw he finished right before me. I was,
that would have been great.
because I knew he wouldn't have done Deep Fire.
I mean, I cannot speak for Spike, but I guess he did not. I'm
so mad.
Hi, Spike.
Yeah, ask him. Did he not get the mirror shield? Did he not get the mirror shield?
No, he went backfired. I think probably later, right?
Yeah, it was one of my last checks. It was that
Yeah.
I was going to go down the mountain to the dongos.
Surprisingly, I think only Newts is the only one who did none of her stone dungeons.
Oh, really?
Yes. Gavaroni, Hell Knight, and Mike's all went into Dodongos and cleared it. You're the only one who never went in.
Which is weird. It felt weird not going into Dodongos, but I had so much other things to do that I didn't feel like I ever had to go in there.
Now that I think about it, I don't think we ever saw no OOT hint on stream.
Mm-mm. No one got it. We were wondering what that was.
this is a terrible theory, but I might be right. I can think the only place ROT hit might be is Zora's domain and Zora's fountain. Yes,
That certainly is possible. Yeah.
I
because
even
no
checked,
one.
like, Boulder before, the hammerlock Boulder before Gerudo, just to finally find out what is an Ocarina. Because I knew it could not be ZL because it could not log itself.
Yeah,
It
we
has
knew.
to have been Sun's. It has to have been Sun's song. It's the only one that
Yep,
was there.
because
Yeah.
Song of Time was on Composer, and figuring Ocarina of Time had to be on Fountain because that's the only place no one went. Because Gavroni did go on the domain, right? I don't know if you ever checked the Hindstone there though.
Did anybody
Yes,
get like Rudo's letter and?
Yes, I got it.
Yes.
It was in
Where
the,
was Rudo's letter?
validation chest.
Validation
Oh, it was a
Validation
validation.
validation check.
I just got it and I
Okay.
quacked up on
It
I was-
literally was just like
Yeah.
It pretty much was like, we're not ever having you go into Ice Cavern or Ice Cavern or Jabba, so you never got Prelude. So luckily they gave you Serenade, so you could just use Serenade and Out Back if you were a child, and Nocturne if you were an adult.
This freaking seed.
Yeah.
It worked out for me, but jeez.
Like, it worked out for everybody, but the seed definitely was just not very nice to a lot of people.
There's some goofiness for sure in that one.
But I want to say great job to everyone involved. Please follow our runners here on the Restream: Gavaroni1, Hell Knight 86, Nuclear Reaction, and Mike Cats 45. You also have us commentators, Masterling 2018 and myself, Sheepy Amaya, along with our two trackers, Ricky of Kokery and Afterlife 121. As Gavaroni is going into the Ganon fight on the Restream, this was definitely an interesting seed. GG's to everyone who raced, including Gavaroni, who's popped in chat briefly.
Yep, Gavaroni's joining us in chat, and I think it's fine because we know he finished. So
Yeah, he's
No
in the
big deal.
Ganon. He's in the Ganon fight.
And unless anyone else has anything to add, I guess we'll wrap it up.
Or go buy some 5.0 seeds.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Fun with
can't wait. Yep, I almost quit.
Be fun.
I almost quit commentating right at the beginning. They're like, "Oh, 5.0 is out. Good night."
I'm actually a little upset because actually right before, like, to kind of pass time while I was waiting on my commentary, my little brother and I started a 4.0 multi-world seed. Only for 5.0 to come out 2 hours later.
I did 2 seeds today that logically require toilet.
Ugh.
Yeah, I played the Euro Weekly earlier, where we had long shot on toilet.
So I'm assuming the rest of the races for the qualifier are still going to be 4.0 for consistency reasons?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
going to be finished on
Qualifiers
4. They
and
think
the
they're
live
switching to 5 for the event.
Yes, the live event will be on
Okay.
5.0.
Okay.
So it gives you about 2 months to really practice with 5.0.
Okay.
I believe a lot of us have a lot of practice with the multi-world tournament at the moment.
Yeah,
Yes.
and everyone I've noticed actually quite a number of the people who are in the SpeedGaming Live qualifiers are also in the multi-world tournament. So they've had quite a number. So they've had quite a bit of practice with 5.0. Just now we have official 5.0.
No, even tonight I was like sitting there trying to remember 4.0 logic because I've been playing so much 5.0 for the multi-world tournament.
And that is an official GG for Gavaroni on the Restream.
GG, Gava.
GG, Gav.
Do we have an SRL time?
I can get
Let
it.
me. Sorry. He finished 6 in 3 hours and 30 minutes, 15.
6 overall. That's actually pretty good.
And the last person to come in was Earl Weird in 7th with 3 hours, 34 and 20.
Just a reminder for everyone, thank you, Wolfman, for mentioning it. SG Live for the remaining qualifiers will still use 4.0, but the event itself will be 5.0. Will be on 5.0. Congrats to everyone who raced today, to our forerunners on the restream. Thank you to both our trackers, and thank you also to my co-commentator once again. If you wish to follow the runners, here they are, and both as commentators and the trackers as well.
Thank you, everyone. This is Master Link signing off. Have a good night.
And this is
Thanks,
also
everyone.
Sheepy Miner. Night, guys.
Night.
Night.